Someone pops out in one of them hats.
You know what I mean?
Bro, I don't know.
Just freaking out, bro. Nah, I'm not with it. I'm straight.
That sounds
boom,
kind of
bro.
funny.
Leave me the fuck alone.
I don't know if I can be scared of someone in one of those hats. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Another New York legend has caught a little bit of controversy this week too. Cenat.
Yeah.
Niggas is hating on his commentary on the Lil Nas X situation.
Can we back this up and start with Lil Nas X?
I don't want to back anything up on Lil Nas X.
Nice. Hey, nice, good. Nice. That was a good one. Let's talk about that video before we talk about the reception. Because I was saying I just watched the video for the first time inside.
Jay Christ?
Coming back like Jay Christ.
Yeah, I kind of like that line. I'm not going to lie.
I do too,
That's
bro.
kind of a fire bar.
You're crazy. I hate that this nigga is really trying to hoop in a video. Really like focusing on the Jesus crossing over the devil. The song's ass. I'll start there.
The song's bad, but I've never been a fan of his music.
Yeah, but the song is extra ass.
I do think Lil Nas X's time. Yo, I'm always talking about someone's time is up. Rewind. Lil Nas X is finished.
Yeah.
He's done. Cause like, why is he doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously his name is already big. He's already a pop star. Like, he's just doing this to get attention, and it's very obvious.
Is his name big still? I mean, I guess he has a huge following.
He's a huge following. He's a huge following.
Guys, are we gonna
he
pretend
doesn't
like
need to do this?
Are we gonna pretend like he was ever anything besides shock value? I don't really like Old Town Road.
Is that shock value, bro? The first EP was good. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me see the track list on
The first EP was good.
7.
I mean, yeah, it starts off.
Oh, hey Panini,
You say-
don't you be
That's
a
what I'm saying.
meanie.
This is a good song.
Miles, you have this saved, so don't hate. Don't hate.
It's fine.
Yeah,
This
it's
is the
saved on his
Stereovision.
computer.
This is the Stereovision
Oh.
Spotify account. Let's stop right there. Hold on.
This was good, entertaining pop music. Like, it wasn't anything crazy.
No,
but it was a good follow up to Old Town Road.
You're right.
Who is he? Who is this guy?
And that's the real question.
Who the fuck is
who
this guy?
is he? There's no identity besides somebody that comes out for shock value and does all this shit, and then also what?
You saying he came out for shock value?
That's crazy. That is not what I meant.
Wow, bro.
That is.
You don't think he's gay?
God.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
What
Can I say gay?
You know what? You know what's funny is I didn't even realize that I said that shit. And you know the clips, they're gonna clip that shit and be like, "Oh no,
Let's say from the Stereovision podcast canceled.
no!" I just mean he comes out for shock value in terms of just like he'll like just do random shit like this and do the devil shit. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's just the music isn't there, and that's why he's doing all this.
Was this video really offensive though? Like he crossed over the devil?
It was offensive. It was.
Why?
And I think even
he's mocking Jesus and Christianity.
And I don't even know if the video is the most offensive part. It was like the promotion, like when he was eating the like communion crackers and drinking all the all the wine
that
and
was
shit.
wild. That was wild.
That's
Like
wild.
that's wild. And I don't think there's many other religions that would really tolerate that type of.
That's where I kind of think it's funny because it's like tolerate. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, even if everyone has beef with it, like, we're not gonna go beat the nigga up. Like, you know what I mean? Like. But it is okay to just be like, I'm not gonna fuck with it.
I do think his
gonna
music
slap
videos
it.
are well done though. I think,
Bro, because he's a huge budget.
there's
You know
a
what
lot
I
of
mean? This is
money
a
and-
Columbia signed artist. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's one of their bigger acts. And like all of that is, we're aware of that. But like, when does it be? I don't think it's about the music. I think that he has become someone who's chasing, like you said, moments, controversy, attention. He wants people talking about him. But the quality of the actual songs is not there. It's really, really not. And you could almost get away because Doja, you know what I mean? She had all the same bullshit. She had all the same people were like, what's wrong with this? But when it came out and it's like, yeah, we may not agree with how you did this, but you clearly weren't just doing it to do it. You were trying to get more eyes on the music.
Yeah.
You put time into this music. It's like, you know, it felt like you could kind of let it go. You could excuse it. This is just antics.
And those videos were fire. This video was a spoof. Was funny, a mockery. I agree.
It was funny.
It was funny, but you bring up a really interesting point about mocking Christianity. Like, it is the only religion that would tolerate it, and I think that's because of the history of Christianity and some of the, you know, the little shoot-offs of Christianity. Like, you have the shit in the Catholic Church with priests being weird. You have the Crusades a long time ago of waging a war on people in the name of God because it's promised land. And like, I'm not gonna act like that doesn't all, like, other religions don't have their shit too, but like, how do we feel about that? Because it does seem like people can get away with that. You know what I mean? Like I was walking with this little dog we're watching, and we walked by the manger scene, and we're like, oh, should we put this dog in the manger, like in place of Jesus? And I was like, and then I was like, well, actually no, that seems disrespectful. If this was like a Jewish synagogue or like a mosque, like I would never ever think about something like that. Like, why do we feel okay doing that with Christianity?
Because it's a majority religion here, so I think oftentimes like, when you've grown up in that and you feel familiar with that culture, you're like, I'm mocking my own culture technically. Whereas opposed, it's like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to just go into someone else's shit and make fun of it because then that's offensive. But if someone were to come at you for that, it's like, no, I know this. I've done this. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Yeah. You just don't, I think but taking that further, even if you don't agree with it, right? Say you're knowledgeable about it, good and bad, whatever, have formed your own opinion on it. I think it's a respect thing. So it's like, I may not agree with it. I may think I could joke about it, but other people may get offensive with it. You know what I mean? Or offended by it. So like, just leave it alone.
You know what I would like
you know
to
what
see
I mean?
From Lil Nas X though? I'd like to see him transition to movies. Cause I'm thinking about it, and this music video reminded me of like maybe like an early 2000s movie. Like I feel like, you know, like how like Will Ferrell and like all them were just doing dumb shit. Like, bro,
it's like Marlon Wayans.
If you ever seen an early 2000s movie, like they are wild, and they make fun of Christianity all the time. I need actual examples, but they be dressing up like Jesus and doing all this.
I mean, there's like the whole like Book of Mormon play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
that's
a good idea.
He's got a really creative mind. I think he should. I would like to see him in Hollywood. Over what he's doing right now.
Because I guess people do like him, I think, for him, not for the music. So like maybe that is the right route for him.
Exactly. But at the same time, I'm thinking how it started, bro. Do you think it's fair that then someone like Kai has been getting a lot of backlash for how he felt about the music video and kind of speaking on that?
Yeah, I mean his rant felt a little charged to me. It didn't really feel like it was just because Lil Nas X was, I don't know. It seemed like there was like a personal issue there. And I think that's why a lot of people are getting mad at Kai. It didn't seem like it
didn't feel personal to me.
It didn't?
No, because he doesn't know the nigga. How could it be personal? You
I think he overdid it though.
He overdid it.
How? I think
Why are you screaming at someone?
Because I think that's probably something that he holds dear. Yeah. That's probably something I think, and he's kind of spoken to that. I think a lot of them in that group have actually spoken to that. You know what I mean? Agents, Muslim, you know what I mean? All the other ones, they all literally say like, I read the Bible, you know what I mean? And all their GQ 10 essential things, I think they've all talked about God. So that's something that's important to them. I think that Kai is a human the same way Lil Nas X is a human. So if you're going to put this out into the world and make this a thing, I think people are allowed to comment on shit however they want to. And if Lil Nas X doesn't believe in God or any of that shit, then Kai saying God is going to deal with you shouldn't matter to him. And I don't think Lil Nas X particularly cares about the Kai rant. I think it's the little fans and woke people on Twitter that want to be like, oh, wow, you can't say, like, niggas can say whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, it's everything in between, because, like, honestly, at the end of the day, Kai's promoting Lil Nas X's video in a way.
Mm-hmm.
He's bringing attention to it. I probably wouldn't have watched it today if I didn't see that. You know? Because I don't really particularly care about this.
Yeah. I don't.
I mean, I think a lot of the criticism I'm seeing, and I don't think it's necessarily fair, is that, like, okay, if you don't, you have people on your stream, you have the little kid, that's rapping about fucking guns and shooting and shit on your stream, you're promoting all this shit that is, like, actually maybe bad and destructive to culture. Why are you gonna turn the switch on and flip out about some imagery? I don't think that's necessarily a fair criticism to take, because you should be able to protect things that you hold dear, even if you aren't a perfect person.
Yeah.
But there is a little bit of merit. Like, I do feel some kind of way. This is my biggest problem with the whole people getting offended over religion and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's like, let's put all this energy into shit that is concretely affecting everyone. Nobody knows what happens after we die. Yeah. Like, defend it. Have your faith. Faith is important. It's good. But maybe a little bit more focus on things that are actually affecting us as a culture and a species right now.
Yeah. I mean, that would make... People don't want to actually do that. Actionable change, you know what I mean?
I know.
Real conversations, you know what I mean? It's not... That's...
Let's just freak out at the guy dressing up as Jesus.
And
instead of like freaking out.
But I do want to say, to Miles's point, and like in defense of Kai, like when Lil RT was on his stream, like he was telling him like not to do the things he was doing, and he even prayed with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you wanted to point back to Kai being religious, there's probably multiple times on stream,
definitely,
when he has like referenced God and when he has prayed. I don't think it's fair to take that away from him just because, you know, there might be like, I don't know. I feel
because
like
he has a group of females moaning on his stream.
Yeah, I think the rant was a little OD, but at the same time, I think I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, he's religious all of a sudden." I don't think that's fair.
Yeah,
I don't either.
I think he's been that. I think you just gotta remember on both sides of it. These are both individuals. These are both people. You know what I mean? You just let them do whatever's personal to them, whatever they want to do. Comment on it, however, and just leave it alone. I don't think either of them are like the worst fucking human beings in the world. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone maybe doesn't say things exactly how they want it to come off. You know what I mean?
Everybody has those days.
All right, Hannah Montana. But yeah, it's just interesting to see. Niggas love to hate him. Niggas love to hate Kai, bro.
I mean, they love to hate Nas more.
Do they really hate him?
Yes.
Ooh, I haven't heard. Other than Kai, I haven't seen any backlash for this because I don't think anyone's surprised.
Nobody's surprised.
You know what I mean?
But I just mean over the years.
It's kind of wearing off, like the shock.
Yeah, I'm completely numb to
it's
it.
Like that, It's like, bro, okay, cool.
I literally, like, when I've seen all this, like, you know what I mean? I don't necessarily support it. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with it. But I think I was probably more riled up and questioning shit and wanting to look into it more when I saw like the 666 Nikes he made with blood in them. And then that was 3 years ago. Ridiculous. You know what I mean? So at this point in time, like, this nigga was twerking on the devil, bro. Like, this is his bag, bro. This is this nigga's bag, and I'm just not gonna do nothing. I
don't know if I could respect it as a bag.
But I have never respected the nigga at all. But like, you could do your thing on your end of the world, and I'm gonna do my thing, and I am not gonna.
There was definitely a time where I was like, "Yo, I'm actually rooting for like what he's doing. Like, I'm fucking with the music. I'm fucking with like, what he's doing." And then when that happened, I was like, "What? You didn't like the music?
No."
You didn't like Old Town Road, bro?
No, I did not like Old Town Road.
You didn't play that song? That's
no.
Cap. That's cap that you didn't play that song.
On God, why would I press play on that song?
I don't know, bro. It was a good song.
When would I sit in my car and be like, "Yep, Old Town Road today"?
Yeah, I never slapped Old Town Road.
That shit
but
took
nigga
over
shit
the world.
been whack, bro. The best shit he ever did was Industry Baby.
Old Town Road was a big song.
It was a big song because
because
this nigga was performing at schools with little kids singing it. You know what I mean? I think children like that song. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, this is not bad. Like I said, Industry Baby's a cool song. I'm not mad at that. That beat is tough.
I don't like that song.
You saying that beat is not crazy with the horns? That shit is kind of wild, bro.
Okay, but what he's saying on it is whack.
I'm not slapping it. I'm not slapping it either, but I can respect that one at least. You know what I mean? But do your thing, Montero. I gotta get this crazy album cover though.
You know what's crazy? Him and Jack Harlow are like the same. They're the same person.
Maybe elaborate more on that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they both are just leaning into tropes that work rather than being real artists.
I mean,
I think Jack Harlow's trying to be a real artist.
yeah, I disagree.
I think Jack Harlow's a real artist.
You think Lovin' on Me is not him fully leaning into the I'm a white boy thing?
No, it is, but leaning into being white is different than leaning into twerking on the devil.
Like, I think Jack Harlow has made a lot of serious music and kind of tested the waters. You know what I mean? I think he did come on the Kids in Issue with the pop white guy shit. Yeah. That worked. Then he's like, let me try to see if I can sneak some of my old shit back in with Jackman. Didn't work. Oh, so let me go back to what worked because mortgages due soon. Like, I gotta pay these bills. You know what I mean? But yo, that nigga's, every time I see that nigga perform, it looks ass.
Jack Harlow?
Yeah. It looks dead. It looks dead. I've only seen a couple clips, but yeah.
It's the audience or him?
Him. It just doesn't seem very high energy. But like, I've only seen it in like big situations. Obviously the Thanksgiving Day performance, and then he performed at some AT&T thing.
Well, because he doesn't want to be this.
I think he does.
That's what I'm saying. He's just leaning into shit that works.
I don't think he wants to be this.
What?